How you doing, folks? It's another box of dogs in it.
Again, but I know what'll make you feel better.
Oh no, not another box of dogs!
It's another box of dogs!
Stop drinking liberal piss water. I've got to put that back in the thing because that's one of my favorites. Anyway, how you going, folks? I was meant to be on the road about 5 hours ago now, and I got held up with a few things. I was finally free to go, and I figured I should do a stream because I haven't streamed in a while, so I thought I'd do a quick stream. Once again, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about right now. Oh, look, I'm live. Wow. Anyway, we shall, let's refresh that. We'll figure it out. I had a bunch of stuff to talk about, but to be honest, because I haven't streamed in a while, it's all backed up a little bit. Anyway, let's just progress and see what happens. Now, here's something that, well, it just seems interesting to me. By the way, like and subscribe. I always forget to say that. Comment, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. I will be following up with Steve soon, so me and Steve will do a stream, but I've got to go to the country for a while, so it might be a little shaky. I don't know. We'll see when it happens. But this occurred to me the other day. I think we're cattle, right? There's really no getting away from it. Because we act like cattle, so they treat us like cattle, and it works. And one of the very clever things I think they've done with their little, programming us to act right in their eyes is this. This is fun. To me, this seems right. Okay. This is the boo.
You suck.
Now listen to this. You suck. It's the same thing. So anytime we're like, anytime we're like booing at people, they're like, they're not happy. Better distract them. I want to do a, if anyone out there is good at animation, actually, Papaya, you're good at animation. I've got a script for you to animate. I don't know, I think you're sub to this channel. But if you are, Papaya, I've got a script that we can do together. The outline is like there's a bunch of cows hanging around and they just moo, moo, whatever. The great thing is all the dialogue for the most part is just mooing, but it's all just tone. So a bunch of cows are all hanging around, moo, moo. And then one cow comes over and he's like, moo, 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 moo. And all the other cows are like, moo, moo, moo. But one cow's like, moo. And so that first cow goes up, and the second cow just goes off and he goes, moo, moo, moo. And they're like, moo, 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 moo. He's filling him in on all the conspiracy theories. And he goes back to the other cows and they're like, moo, 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 moo. And the other cows just like, moo, moo. But a couple of them are like, moo. I have noticed that they keep milking us. Moo. So eventually, they start, more and more of the cows start to wake up and they're like, moo, moo. And they're forming fucking, they're having meetings and shit. And then the farmer just comes out and goes, excuse me, look over here for a minute. And they're like, moo. Like, we don't trust you. And he's like, well, The chickens are plotting against you. In fact, they're coming over their allotted land and they're going to invade cow space. So there's a little war with the cows and chickens. You get the idea. The farmer just keeps walking out and distracting them with shit. They take one of the cows, turn it inside out, eviscerate it, and they're like, yes, aliens did it. Anyway, I thought that might be a fun little project. If anyone out there can animate, I'll write an actual proper script. Diddy stuff is old. I don't think. Like, the Diddy stuff's very interesting because people are now real upset at Diddy. Like, people were, Epstein, where's the list? Blah, blah, blah. Nothing's ever come of it. Now people are, Diddy, fuck. It's like these two people are just outliers in an industry that is fucking filthy. A filthy, awful fucking industry that really should not be allowed to fucking exist in a right thinking world. But, you know, it is allowed to exist, so I guess we do what we can. Okay, bookmarks. Let's, there's been a few videos. I've been bookmarking so much stuff. Kamala Harris tweeted, actually, this one's fun. Let's have a little look into because this one is a bit of fun. Hang on, let me do this properly. Let me do it properly so I don't completely fuck things up here. Can close that. Can close that. Let's close all these. Okay, so this was fun. Yeah, Kamala tweets. Donald Trump was handed $400 million on a silver platter and then filed for bankruptcy 6 times. The responses are great. Kamala Harris slept her way into politics. She has no right to criticize anyone. You were handed $42 billion to expand broadband and didn't connect a single person to the internet. I don't care if Trump lost his own money. You lost mine. And then there's an ad for an artist for some reason. You had to open your legs to Willie and Montel to get where you are. Kamala, you'd rather focus on the yeah. Anyway, you get the gist. She's not terribly popular at the moment. Aww, all that fucking for nothing, hey Kamala? Well, is string theory dead? Don't much care. Black man confronts a Jew for taking his. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. All right. Well, you might have seen this one pop up on the internet. It's a famous person is drinking adrenochrome in a live broadcast. Okay, so a couple of things about this. Good music, but awfully done. Okay, so a couple of things about this. If she is just drinking blood, it's kind of a waste. You're supposed to transfuse it straight into the vein to get the benefits of the blood. They do that. This is a thing that people do. If you're not aware, vampirism is alive and well. And, you know, it's a good time to be a vampire, I can tell you. There has never been a better time to be a vampire than right now. Because, yeah. They are sending the blood to our houses, basically. So this is, yeah. You're supposed to transfuse it. I doubt that it's really blood. It's just a person triggering people on the internet. And boy, has she done it well. She's really... But if it is, like, what a waste. What an idiot. Like, that's... The comments are interesting. What are you drinking? Wow, some vibe, something. Granny, are they hanging down to you? Ha ha. The internet is such a cruel and unusual place. Anyway, like and subscribe. Do all that stuff. Let's turn that off. I don't even know who that woman is. Can anyone tell me who that woman is? Just, I mean, she looks like every... So they increase the light, cake the makeup on, and they look like that. And you think, oh my God, that's what I should look like. But you can't look like that unless you have lighting rigs around you. So, you know, the real world is very weird. But anyway, fuck, my washing is probably done and I should hit the road because I've got a 6-hour drive ahead of me. God damn it, again. But let's just keep squeezing through the bookmarks here because I had some interesting things. There's so much stuff. Like, I don't really care to go into all the stuff, but I've been talking about Jews for ages now, and it never gets me anywhere. It's not a, you know. So I don't really care, to be honest, because we all know. This is interesting. This is Elon Musk's daughter, I guess. Teenager, probably. Villainous, I guess is what she's going for. But anyway, I understand your new angle is this Western values Christian family man thing, but it's such a weird choice. You are not a family man. You are a serial adulterer who won't stop fucking lying about your own children. You are not a Christian, as far as I'm aware. You've never stepped foot in a church. You are not some bastion for equality/progress. Well, I don't think he ever said he... was he? You called Arabic the language of the enemy when I was 6. Have been sued for discrimination multiple times and are from apartheid South Africa. Well, he can't help where he was born. Dan the man! Yo, top dog. Yo, Dan, what's up, homie? What's going on? It's good to see you in the house, Dan. Fucking been a while. Hey. Getting some sun. Getting a sundan. You are not saving the planet. You do not give a fuck about climate change. And you're lying about multi-planetary civilization. That's what pissed me off about Elon Musk. He's always this fucking, but electric cars are so much better for the environment. It's not like we have to mine rare earth minerals. And anyway, Elon is one of those people that, like, I wouldn't know what it's like to have that much money and that much responsibility. And that much backing from the government and the military-industrial complex. I wouldn't know. I have been thinking about contacting ASIO and seeing if they need a, representative. I think that's the way to do it, isn't it? Like, if you want your media career to take off, don't you hook up with, like, the CIA? Tucker Carlson, it worked out for him. Look at Tucker Carlson. I should never have started this business. Poverty is not a choice. This is actually, this is kind of interesting, this one. Where'd we go? You son of a biscuit. Yeah, this is quite good. A guy that I follow, called Financial Physics. He's very good. He just talks about the realities of finances. I haven't gone fully into it, but it seems like quite a good channel.
Equated to a month.
Anyway, yeah, this is a really interesting video because a lot of people out there, like those, what's his name, Andrew Tate and people like that, they like to say poverty is a choice and stuff like this. And generally, it's funny. Often the people who have never experienced poverty are either saying that poverty is a choice or we should go to socialism. Like, people, actually, I got to play that. first. This is this was fun. This girl just getting completely. This is it. This is so much fun. I love this. Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Capital.
This is the privileged people, because they feel bad because they look around and they see poverty and stuff and they're like, no, everyone should have what I have. It's not the way the world works. Anyway, this is great.
Capitalism is bad. I don't like it.
Yeah, really easy for someone to say that grew up in a really nice house in one of the best school districts in Texas.
I know, but it's
who has the rent paid for, that is able to go to Europe and on a whim with their sister, who's able to do girl math, who's able to be fun employed. Yeah, it's easy to say that the system's bad when you're doing that because you've never had to work for it. You never got to actually see what happens when you put in the work and get benefits and actually have a little bit of responsibility and actually build something or do anything. You've grew up in privilege beyond privilege beyond privilege beyond privilege. It's only the people who speak like you that grew up in a world where you've never had to do a single thing in your life. So I don't want to hear about that. What a joke.
I'm sorry. I just wish everybody had like.
I wish a lot of things. Wishing doesn't get people places. You try to create the best systems possible. This doesn't matter. Oh my.
Yeah, so that one's a lot of fun. I love that. Ron Blaze in the house. How are you, buddy? I just watched our last episode, man. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as, it was, I was a little worried about it. I was like, fuck. I wasn't sure what we really said or got up to. But, yeah, actually it wasn't a bad episode. Good to see you, mate. Anyway, this is the financial physics guy. Poverty is not a choice. Very interesting. Makes some very interesting points.
Every time someone says that poverty is a choice, I'm reminded of this poverty simulation exercise I went through when I lived in Boulder, Colorado. The format was pretty straightforward. We had about 80 participants that were mostly white and affluent, and we had to survive for an hour, which was equated to a month. So each week was represented by 15 minutes. That's all you had to do, was keep your family alive, keep your house, keep your car if you had one. People got different dossiers or profiles where, I had a Grand Am and my mother lived with me and she was on disability, so I was getting some extra money. I estimated about $300 of profit that I could sock away for saving. Unfortunately, things did not go so smoothly for me. There are a bunch of challenges that continued to pile onto each other. Someone had left drugs on my front lawn and the police assumed it was me, and so I almost went to prison. The $300 that I thought I was going to save evaporated with all the other unforeseen expenses. It was harder and harder to do basic things that we take for granted. I tried to open up a bank account and I did not have the proper forms of ID, and so they literally kicked me out, which unnecessarily used up my time because I had to go back to the end of the line. It's like going to the DMV, not having the right documents, and then having to go back another day. They call this agency time because it's a huge waste of people's resources. The only alternative was to go to a check cashing place, and there were plenty of them. But when I went in and I got my money exchanged, I counted it back and the guy had shorted me $20. He actually leaned in and was like, don't tell the other participants, this is part of the exercise. All of the organizers put in obstacles that they themselves had faced. So this is just another one. I'm paranoid about that. I have been gypped with my money, and so I was going to count it out. But here's the weird thing. I was looking around as all my troubles were going down. I was looking around and I could see that other people were fucking cheating. You'd have couples that were doing the exercise together, and while one of them was standing in line, the other one would run around and collect the necessary items like the proper forms of ID so that they wouldn't lose their 15-minute segment. That's fucking crazy. And even though they were cheating, they couldn't win the system. And that's the point. You don't win. By the end of the exercise, everybody was bawling. I'm talking sobbing, because they had the realization that not many people have, which is that you are one, maybe two medical crises away from abject poverty. And the idea that you are in control of your own world and the reason that you're not on the street is because of your own agency is an absolute fucking illusion. I wish more people could go through this. This was a fantastic exercise that was put on through the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and I would recommend anyone to go through a similar exercise.
Boom, blip. Thought it was fine. Yeah, no, it was good, mate. Hey, Sandy. Looking good too, huh? So yeah. Well, I put that. I just drag that up, and I'll just leave it there. That's fine. Anyway, thing is, couple of things about that. Yeah, the whole idea that poverty is a choice is pretty retarded. I do understand a lot of times what they're saying, because when you're in poverty, when you're in extreme poverty especially, you will do things to just escape your reality. Drinking, drugs, smoking, things that are, you know, holding you back somewhat. But you do these things for a little bit of relief. The idea, I guess, being that if you socked away every fucking last penny and that you had, and then you put that towards some kind of small business, and then you put it towards something bigger and something bigger. But I mean, this is why people sell drugs. It's the easiest fucking shortcut out of poverty. Unfortunately, it just generally doesn't work out that way, because you've got a lot against you. But the thing is, very often people that start large, very successful companies, they start those companies just because they need to launder the money that they made from drugs. So they start a company, and the companies don't really seem to do much, but they're always making money. Red Rooster's a good example. Allegedly. Let's say allegedly. But I mean, I don't see Red Rooster selling enough fucking chickens to really justify a fucking national chain. Anyway. But this is why we have goals in life. This is, I was thinking about this the other day, the importance of having a goal in your life. Especially when you're young. And I wish I'd known this when I was young, because if you have a goal, and it doesn't really matter what the goal is, as long as you have a goal. Well, I suppose it does matter. You don't want to be like, I want to be toothless and broke and living in a gutter. That's not a good goal to have. But if you have a goal, you know, so when someone comes along and says, hey, you want to do some whatever with me? And you're like, well, does this serve my goal? No, it doesn't. So you don't do it. If you don't have a goal, you're at the whim of the winds, the evil winds. You are at the whim of the winds, the whim. Anyway, my washing is probably done, and I should really get on the road, or I won't get there until midnight. Well, I probably won't get there until midnight anyway, but shit, I'm going to have to tackle it. Anyway, so Alex Jones, J Diet. No, I'm not gonna. That one's too long. Alright, so I'll tell you what, we're gonna wrap this up. Just make this a real quick one today, because, well, as you know, I need to hit the road. But we've got some BoxOfDogs birthdays. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, birthdays last week. I believe it was last Thursday. I thought it was Sunday, but it was Thursday. Tom Nitro Breed turned a year older than he was. And then on Sunday, just 2 days ago, Sandy had a birthday. So happy birthday, Sandy. And happy birthday, Tom. Stay well. I hope the rest of your 24 is amazing. And your 25, 26, 27. Yeah. Happy birthdays to anyone that's had a birthday recently, or in the past, or is having a birthday in the future. Happy birthday to you too. I made a fun birthday card the other day that I want to get printed out for Valentine's. It's I just got it off the internet. It says happy birthday, and then there's a love heart, and underneath it says, you make my heart sing, or something like that. And I crossed that out and wrote underneath, I want to fuck your brains out. And I think that is the kind of Valentine's card that Hallmark needs to make. What? What's up, Ron? What's going on? What? Yeah, birthdays, man. Heaps of birthdays. So, how long have I been going? Not long. Probably not long. But anyway, let's just wrap it up. Just wanted to drop in real quick one to say hi. How you all doing before I hit the road? Because I'll be in the country for a week or two. Happy born one, Brother Nitro. There you go, yeah. Yeah. Brother Nitro. I still think that's such a good name. Nitro Breed. Love it. I will attempt to do the stream with Steve at some point. It's very difficult because he's in England. I am in two minds about this festival that's coming up because I would actually love to just take Steve out of the festival because it's not appreciated. So I'd just love to go and do 2 nights of doing a live Box of Dogs. I reckon that'd be wild. That'd be fun. Anyway, we shall see what happens. Plus, I got to get... I really want to check out Ron Rodders. If you check out the Restream, whatever it is, I think it's Restream. I think we need to look into some better streaming software. I don't know. StreamYard's all right. I think OBS is a little better for consistent playing back videos and whatnot. But I want something that puts the comments on the screen. We want to do that. Anyway, folks.
Well, that's bullshit.
Well, it says you. What else have I got? Anyway. Point is, Box of Dogs.
To be contenders.
Yes, to be contended. Have a great day, folks. See yous later.
Yeah, but I know what'll make you feel better.
Oh, no, not another box of dogs.
It's another box of dogs!